Namaste, my friends. Thank you for joining me today and for practicing with me today. Move your hands in front of your heart center to begin in prayer. And then let your arms move freely along the sides of your body. Palms can rest on your thighs to ground you. Your spine is tall. Your crown reaches towards the sky. And begin to notice the breath. Let the breath body move through you as you soften the cheeks, soften the eyes. The tongue and the mouth rest freely. Feel your connection to Mother Earth as you ground the sits bones and arrive in your safe space, your sacred space, in the present moment. Tapas, or discipline, is one of the niyamas in yoga. Instead of listening to all the voices in your head, learn how to find your own inner strength. You showed up to practice today, to feel, to flow. So that is a step towards your yoga journey. Invite yourself to change what you can in a pose. Learn along the way, and then simply find acceptance. Invite yourself to know your body as you practice, as you move, as you feel, as you flow. And then invite yourself to also know your mind as you rest in stillness. Set your intention if it's part of your practice. Carry it with you as you move today. It's okay to release and pause when necessary. And then reset. Feel, flow, and synchronize all your effects. Feel the breath move through your body, opening the ribs and the side body, rising to the chest. Sip it all in, and then release and let go, breath by breath, moment by moment. All that you no longer need for your practice today. Sit, feel, and notice. Begin to awaken the body as you lift on an inhale, your right arm, your left arm. Reaching towards the sky, opening the fingertips, inviting a gentle movement. Interlace your fingers behind the back. Try and touch your fingertips, but if they don't touch, that's okay. Open the chest, open the shoulders. Begin to move the neck by tipping the chin towards the chest. Lift slowly, and then let the chin move towards the right and towards the left. Very slow movements for the neck. Towards the right and towards the left. One more time. Return to a neutral chin. And release right ear to right shoulder, left ear to left shoulder. And one more time to the right, and then again to the left. Move from your Sukhasana, your easy pose. Come down to the mat on your back body. Find comfort, hug your knees in, massage the back a little bit, and then release the left leg as you hug the right knee in interlacing your fingertips behind your right thigh. Lift and lower your leg, moving all the muscles, awakening all the large muscles in your right leg. Point and flex the toe. And then begin to circle the ankle in one direction and circle the ankle in the opposite direction. Hug both knees in. Just move, stretch, release. Move right leg and left leg. And then eventually release your right leg long on the mat as you interlace the fingertips behind the left thigh, lifting and lowering your left leg. Finding stillness, pointing and flexing your foot. And then circling the ankle in one direction and circle the ankle in the opposite direction. A gentle awakening. Hug the knees in, circle the knees towards the right, and then circle the knees towards the left. Roll to the side, come up, and move into your table position. Wrists under shoulders, toes flexed or feet flat. And begin to move the spine. Awaken all the muscles in the vertebrae. Inhaling and lifting tailbone, chin, and chest. And exhaling, tucking tailbone, chin, and chest. On the exhale, tucking that belly towards the spine. A gentle undulation of the spine and the vertebrae. Come to stillness. Let your body turn around and prepare for a seated boat pose, seated Navasana. Begin by sitting back on the tailbone. Move your fingertips under your knees or lengthen your arms long in front of you. You can keep your knees bent, or you can extend your legs long in front of you, gazing towards the front of your mat. Come down, just fold forward towards your knees for a minute, releasing any tension, and then try the pose again, creating a little heat in the body. Fingertips begin under your knees. Lengthen the legs long, lengthen the arms. Gaze over the front of your mat towards your toes, and then release the pose. If you have some blocks or stacks of books, place them behind you as you prepare for either a supported camel pose or a camel pose. Sit on your knees, on your heels. Inhale your arms overhead as you lift off your buttocks, off your heels. Let your right arm swim behind you, find the top of the block. Let your left arm do the same. Open the chest. Let the chin roll back if it's comfortable for your neck. Your hips are squared towards the front of the mat. And if it's comfortable and if you're flexible, you could find the soles of your feet. If your chin has any difficulty remaining in that backward position, you could keep it tucked. When you're ready to release, come down from the blocks and find a tight child pose. Let your fingertips reach towards the soles of your feet. Rest for a moment, take a few breaths. Notice how you feel in this moment of stillness. The body is not flowing now, the body is resting. So absorb all the energy from your standing poses, from your seated poses. Tuck the toes, move the handprints up one palm length, and rise into a downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Shavasana. Pedal, walk the legs right to left. Come up on your toes. Let the soles of your feet move as far back to the mat as feels comfortable. Broaden the shoulders, and then walk toes and hands towards the front of the mat. Rise up and move into your chair pose. Press the soles of the feet into the earth. Arms alongside your ears, hips square towards the front of the room. Twist your chair pose to the right. Gaze over your shoulder and breathe. Come back to center, twist towards the left. Pressing the palms together a little bit tighter helps balance in this pose. Step your legs behind you, plank pose. Energy through the soles of your feet. And begin to move up and down, bending forearms. A little bit of a push-up, strengthening the forearms, strengthening the biceps and the triceps. And then rise up into downward facing dog. Toes and hands walk towards the front of the mat. Rise up again into chair pose. Knees in line with the ankle, belly engaged, navel towards the spine. Hands press in front of the heart center and twist towards the left. Press the palms together, back to center and twist towards the right. Feel the pose, feel the heat that your body is creating. Step the left leg back, flatten the top of the foot. The right leg is down on the mat. Lean forward into the right leg and then stretch back towards the buttocks as you flex the foot or the toes on the right leg. Move forward again and then slide the buttocks towards the bent knee, the left knee. Forward once again, chest towards the right knee, straighten the right leg, flex the toes, and feel the stretch in this pose. Feel the hamstrings, the thighs all stretching. Rise up to your downward facing dog. Plank pose once again, rolling the chest forward and then moving the hips back to downward facing dog. Toes and fingertips walk towards the center of the mat. Hang in a ragdoll if there's any tightness in your hamstrings. Rise up, gentle back bend. Hands release in front of the heart center, prayer hands. Come down to the earth. Step the right leg back. Lower the right knee towards the earth. The left knee is forward. Buttocks move towards the back foot. Flex the toes on the left foot and feel the stretch in the thighs and the hamstrings, in the calves. As you move towards the buttocks and then lunge forward towards the forward knee. Gently pressing into the earth, again creating some heat, feeling and flowing in this movement. The left knee returns towards the back of the mat and come up into your downward facing dog. Come up on your toes, feel a deep stretch in your thighs and your hamstrings, and walk the fingertips towards the back of the mat, towards your toes. Hang in a forward fold in Uttanasana. Find the breath. Again, bend the knees, hang in ragdoll if there's any tension or discomfort in the hamstrings. Rise up, gentle back bend. Hands release in front of the heart center. Prayer hands, Anjali Mudra. Just notice, feel. Release the arms overhead on an inhale. Step the right leg forward as you move into Warrior One, Virabhadrasana 1. Knee in line with your ankle. Back toes lifted. Right knee lowered as feels comfortable for your body. Open towards the side and prepare for Trikonasana, the triangle pose. Again, you can have blocks available to support you as you move towards the front of your mat. Right arm lowers, left arm lifts towards the sky, gaze towards the fingertips, or move that block in front of your forward leg. Rest your arm on the block if there's any discomfort and a stretch towards the mat. Soles of your feet are planted into the earth. Find balance, find strength as you feel the pose. And then move in the opposite direction. Your left leg is forward. Your left knee is in line with your ankle. Your back toes are lifted. on your right leg, and your arms are alongside your ears. Belly engaged, navel towards the spine. As you breathe and flow and feel your warrior pose, begin to release, move into Trikonasana, the triangle pose. Right arm is lifted, pointed towards the sky. Left arm is on the mat or on the block for support. Gaze is towards your lifted arm. Cartwheel down, left leg meets right. Adho Mukha Shavasana, downward facing dog. Roll the chest forward, Chaturanga down to the mat, flatten the tops of the feet, and prepare for your Cobra pose. Elbows slide down alongside the body, squeeze together, lift the chest, press into the earth, and gaze over the front of your mat in this gentle back bend, the Cobra pose. The tops of your feet are flat on the mat. Lower down, press up, and slide the hips back towards the soles of your feet. Widen your child pose, big toes touch, arms lengthen long in front of you as you rest the body in stillness, feeling the energy from all the heat you've created in your practice. Finding pause, finding release, knowing that it's okay to release and rest in stillness. Finding the breath. Lifting, coming up on knees, preparing for the symbol of yoga, Yoga Mudra. Inhale the arms in front of you. Let them swim behind you as you interlace fingertips together. Knuckles down towards the mat, and then lift off the knees. The top of your head or your forehead release to the mat. Your arms are pointed towards the sky. Belly is engaged. As you release in this humbling posture, the symbol of yoga, Yoga Mudra. Slowly release your arms. Sit back on your feet, your buttocks, and the chin lifts last. Let your arms move in front of your body and release alongside your body. Notice and feel. Let your legs swing around in front of you. Your right leg is long towards the front of the mat. Your left leg is bent towards your inner thigh. Lengthen the body as you inhale the arms overhead, long spine coming down to your lengthened leg, your right leg. Holding on to your toes or your ankle, reaching forward with the crown, and keeping the spine long. And if there's no back issues, no disc issues, I invite you to round the spine as you move into this head to knee pose. When you're ready to release, engage the belly, arms alongside the ears, and release. Both legs are long, and this time fold your right knee in toward your left thigh. Inhale your arms overhead, lengthen the spine as you reach and release over your left leg. Crown reaches forward, spine is long. Fingertips find toes or ankle or the soles of your foot. Reach and lengthen, and again, if there's no back issues or disc issues, round the spine. Breathe and feel. Arms release alongside your ears, engagement of the belly, and come back up to a seated position, extending both legs long in front of you. Sliding down on the mat, lengthening the legs long, pointing the toes, arms placed along your outer thighs, chin slightly tucked, and begin to engage the belly. Tilt the tailbone and the top of your head, the crown of your head, or the back of your head is resting on the mat. Your chest is puffed as you move into this fish pose, Matsayasana. Find the breath. Breathe and notice how the body feels. Slowly release. Interlace fingertips behind the back of your head, soles of your feet on the mat, and gently move the neck from right to left, releasing any tension that you may have from your fish pose. Hug the knees in. Rock from right to left. Extend the legs long in front of you in this gentle inversion. Arms alongside the body, feet flexed. Gentle gaze towards the sky. Calming the body. Calming the nervous system. Letting the joints and the ligaments be nourished. Hug the knees in towards the chest. Rock right to left. And eventually let your knees come over towards the right. Your arms can extend long across the heart center, palms faced towards the sky, chin in the opposite direction of your knees. As you move into your twist pose, Supta Matsyendrasana. Press the knees together. Feel the body releasing, letting go. Allowing your body to absorb all the energy from your practice today. Finding the breath, letting your gaze be towards the sky. If there's any uncomfortable feeling in your neck. When you're ready to release, neck returns to center, knees come back to center, lift chin towards your knees, and then let your knees drop in the opposite direction. Your gaze is towards the right, arms can be in goalposts behind you or long across the heart center, palms facing towards the sky, knees pressed together. Feel the breath softening. Feel the body releasing as you let go. Return your knees and your chin towards the center and extend your legs long in front of you as you prepare for your final resting pose, your Shavasana. Your feet gently splay apart. Your arms are alongside your body, palms facing up. Find comfort. Rest with relief and gratitude in this meditative state. Move inward as you release, replenish, and rejuvenate. In this stillness, feel the energy of your practice. Reflect in the simplicity of your Shavasana. Begin to awaken the body slowly. Invite a deep stretch, reaching the arms overhead. Soles of your feet come to the mat, and eventually roll over to your favorite side. Resting for a moment in the fetal position, remembering your intention now as a present truth. Press the earth away, letting your head come up last, and find your comfortable seat again, your Sukhasana, your easy pose. Let your hands come in front of your heart center. Press your palms together. Remember the present moment. Remember to be in the here and now. The light in me honors the divine and beautiful light in each one of you. Thank you for joining me and practicing with me today. Namaste.